What's up, gearheads? Today, we're diving into the fast lane of automotive news. Hold on to your steering wheels, because Ford Motor just slammed on the brakes with some jaw-dropping news. They're scaling back a massive $3.5 billion battery plant in Michigan. Why? Well, it's a wild ride involving sluggish electric vehicle adoption, skyrocketing labor costs, and a serious cost-cutting mission. Buckle up because we're unpacking the nitty-gritty details in this video. If you're a car enthusiast or just curious about the future of driving, you're in for a treat. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's hit the road. Ford executives, including Chief Executive Officer Jim Farley and Chair Bill Ford, initially announced the facility in February. It quickly became a political target due to its connection to Chinese battery manufacturer Contemporary Amperex Technology. The plant is a wholly owned Ford subsidiary, but the U.S. automaker is licensing technology from Contemporary Amperex Technology to produce new lithium iron phosphate batteries for electric vehicles. Ford said Tuesday it is cutting production capacity by roughly 43% to 20 gigawatt-hours per year and reducing expected employment from 2,500 jobs to 1,700 jobs. The company declined to disclose how much less it would invest in the plant based on the reduced capacity. It would still be about a $2 billion investment. The decision adds to a recent retreat from electric vehicles by automakers globally. Demand for the vehicles is lower than expected due to higher costs and challenges with supply chains and battery technologies, among other issues. Reductions at the Marshall, Michigan plant are part of Ford's plans announced last month to cut or delay about $12 billion in previously announced electric vehicle investments. The company will also postpone construction of another electric vehicle battery plant in Kentucky. Ford Chief Communications Officer Mark Truby said during a media briefing, "We looked at all the factors. Those included demand and the expected growth for electric vehicles, our business plans, our product cycle plans, the affordability and business to make sure we can make a sustainable business out of this plant. After assessing all that, we are now good to confirm that we're moving forward with the plant, albeit in a slightly smaller size and scope than what we originally announced." Truby said the plant is still expected to open in 2026, even though the company halted production of the facility for roughly 2 months during collective bargaining with the United Auto Workers. The talks ended last week as Ford United Automobile Workers ratified a deal that included significant wage increases and a path for battery workers at the plant to be included under the record agreement if organized by the union. Increased labor costs factored into Ford's decision to scale back the plans. According to Truby, Ford Chief Financial Officer John Lawler last month said the new deal would add $850 to $900 per vehicle assembled in labor costs. The company have said we're still very bullish on electric vehicles and our electric vehicle strategy. But clearly, while there is growth, both in the US and worldwide, clearly, the growth isn't at the rate that we and others had expected. Truby said, "We're trying to be smart about this and how we move forward." The plant has received political pushback from federal and local officials, including protests by residents in the rural Michigan city. U.S. lawmakers also have sought to review the licensing deal between Ford and Contemporary Amperex Technology amid heightened tensions between the U.S. and China. Truby reiterated Tuesday that the company still believes it's better business for the company and U.S. to license the technology instead of importing batteries from overseas. The plant is expected to be the first in the U.S. to produce lithium iron phosphate batteries. The lithium iron phosphate batteries the plant will produce are instead of pricier lithium-ion or nickel cobalt manganese batteries, which Ford is currently using. The new batteries are expected to offer different benefits at a lower cost and allow Ford to increase electric vehicle production and profit margins. Ford, which is currently sourcing lithium batteries from Contemporary Amperex Technology, follows Tesla in using lithium batteries in a portion of its vehicles, in part to reduce the amount of cobalt needed to make battery cells and high-voltage battery packs. In the other world, the U.S. financing arm for Toyota was fined $60 million on Monday by a federal consumer regulator for preventing car buyers from canceling add-ons to their loans. Toyota's lending arm illegally withheld refunds, made borrowers run through obstacle courses to cancel unwanted services, and tarnished their credit. Toyota Motor Credit Corporation violated the Consumer Financial Protection Act by preventing customers from canceling loan add-ons that cost on average between $700 and $2,500 per loan, according to a consent order. It also failed to ensure refunds for voided services. Toyota Motor Credit Corporation is one of the largest indirect auto lenders in the country. Toyota Motor Credit Corporation is ordered to pay $48 million in consumer redress and a $12 million civil money penalty to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau Victims Relief Fund. The order also prohibits incentives for employees to sell add-on products. Given the growing burdens of auto loan payments on Americans, we will continue to pursue large auto lenders that cheat their customers, Chopra said. The company admitted no wrongdoing but agreed to the terms of the consent order with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to fulfill our commitment to continually provide ever better service to our customers. Between 2016 and 2021, more than 118,000 consumer calls to cancel add-on services were directed to a retention hotline where, after efforts to dissuade cancellations, consumers were told that only written requests would be honored. Examples of add-ons include guarantee asset protection, to cover the difference between what is owed and what insurance pays in the event of a vehicle accident or theft. Credit life and accidental health, to cover a remaining loan balance if the owner dies or becomes disabled, and vehicle service agreements to reimburse for unwarranted parts and services. Toyota Motor Credit Corporation did not refund prepaid GAP and credit life and accidental health premiums to customers who paid off loans or ended leases before the contracts ended, according to a release. It also miscalculated refunds for consumers who canceled their vehicle service agreements. The firm was also found to have violated the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which protects information provided on consumer reports by failing to promptly correct inaccurate information it gave to credit reporting agencies about delinquent returns of leased vehicles, according to the order. Thank you for joining us on this electrifying journey. Don't forget to subscribe to Highway Heavens for more exciting updates on the automotive world, and hit that notification bell to stay tuned for our next adventure. Until then, keep your engines running and your curiosity alive.